When I was 15 and I saw David Ortiz retire, I thought to myself, is my love for the game going to die? Because he's not there anymore. No. I made that video last year on my birthday for a college project. David Ortiz is a Hall of Famer. He is now officially certified Hall of Famer. This video kind of serves as, I guess, my first MLB short. And this video also serves as an appreciation of David Ortiz. David Ortiz meant so much to me. He meant so much to the Red Sox and the fans of the Red Sox and the city of Boston altogether. And he's going down as one of the greatest hitters of all time. And he's going down as the greatest designated hitter of all time. I can go this entire video talking about how David the player meant so much to the game of baseball. He's up there in the record books as he's up there with the names of Barry Bonds and Hank Aaron, some of the greatest players to ever grace the diamond. My dad is the reason I fell in love with baseball. My dad introduced me to baseball. It was because of David Ortiz that love stayed. That passion for baseball stays with me and will continue to stay with me until the end of my days. David Ortiz meant so much to me. David Ortiz meant so much to just a generation of baseball fans and a generation of players. David Ortiz was a larger-than-life character, not just on the field, but off the field. It's nice to see when players retire. It's not that you don't ever see them again like certain players do, but they impact and influence the game on a different stage now. I feel baseball is kind of lacking in that department. We have a lot of over-the-top characters in baseball, but I think MLB is trying really hard to screw it up. This stuff about unwritten rules and doing things the right way when it comes to playing baseball. You play baseball how you want to play baseball. And David played baseball his way. David's way of playing baseball was making pitchers' lives a living hell whenever he played. While the Red Sox haven't been playing the greatest this season, overall their performance has been disappointing, and it's been a lot of pain and suffering as a Red Sox fan. But it's days like today when David's being honored as a Hall of Famer. It's times like that that make me proud to say I'm a Red Sox fan and happy that I grew up watching David Ortiz. David Ortiz's last season, I wanted to pick out a certain date in particular. May 14th, 2016. That was on my birthday, and we were playing the Astros. I remember it very well because it was one of my favorite moments as just a baseball fan. It was me and my dad. We were watching the Red Sox versus the Astros, and David just was on a different planet. David, in a 5-4 ball game, triples to tie the game, and then his very next at bat, he hits his 600th double to walk it off. And it's just at that moment, I got a feeling that I've only ever had. A feeling of that much pure happiness, maybe a handful of times. And there's different levels to happiness. But I'm talking about just pure happiness. Those rare feelings that you just is kind of indescribable at times. That day was one of those days. And it was that day that kind of served as a reminder to me how much I love this game and how much David really meant to me. Not only as a player, but just as a role model growing up. David not only being a Hall of Famer, but a first ballot Hall of Famer, just shows that not only did he mean the world to me, but he meant everything to baseball fans everywhere, whether you loved him or despised him. I'm talking to you Yankee fans. You can't tell the story of baseball without David Ortiz.
2 down in the 11th. High fly ball, right center field. Marisnik back to the triangle. Long run. He won't get it. And the Red Sox walk off with the win. How do you like that? Big Papi again. David Ortiz, he ties the game in the 9th with a triple. He wins it in the 11th with a double. And that's a record setter. That is his 600th double that ties Hank Aaron and Barry Bonds.